Welcome back to Bumblebee. I'm your host, Kyle McWaters, and today we're getting otherworldly. Put your tinfoil hats on because there's the top 10 UFOs caught on tape the Pentagon tried to hide. Coming in at number 10, we have the Tic Tac. Not the breath freshener candy, I'm talking about the shape of an alien mothership here. You know? The Tic Tac shape has been reported for decades by UFO witnesses and pilots all over the world, and this video was one of the 3 that the Pentagon eventually have declassified in the past few couple years. The Tic Tac incident begins around November 10th, 2004, when radar operators reported seeing odd and slow-moving objects flying in groups of 5 to 10 off the coast of San Diego. Commander David Fravor and the Black Aces squadron were asked by the USS Nimitz if they could aid in identifying what exactly was over their radar for the past couple weeks. The 2 F-18s chased this during an exercise. Yeah, imagine chasing a UFO. Like Top Gun 3, Reptilians. One of the pilots, Chad Underwood, got video and his displays caught some pretty crazy stuff. All the pilots who were involved said the object looked like a large white Tic Tac candy, unlike any other known aircraft. These objects have been sighted overcoming the Earth's gravity with no visible means of propulsion. They also lack any flight surfaces such as wings or lights. So what exactly is this flying candy? I don't know. And number 9, the Go Fast. This next video was the second out of the 3 videos that the Pentagon finally declassified. I say finally after they got leaked, and then the Pentagon of course was like, oh yeah, those 3 videos, yeah, of course they're authentic. Like, yeah, thanks for the heads up. The video shows a rounded object absolutely hauling ass across the water. The USS Theodore sent out some jets to see what the buzz was. The latest tech from the US can't even really get a read at first, but after some recalibrating, the fighter jet systems picks up and locks onto its target. The relief and confusion from the pilots makes this video great. They can't even believe what they're witnessing. After playing with different mods, the backseater is able to show the steady moving object in different lenses, infrared, thermal. It's the real deal. I would have just pretended to pass out as soon as we were close, you know what I mean? Just Number 8. Gimbal. When Lou Elizondo ran the Defense Department initiative called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP, he compiled a list of logic-defying capabilities most commonly associated with UAP sightings. The new term for UFOs. Yeah. He calls those traits the 5 observables: anti-gravity, sudden acceleration, hypersonic velocity, cloaking and low visibility, and trans-medium travel. The 3rd video leaked and finally declassified from the Pentagon is the Gimbal video. We're taken aboard the same carrier ship, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, taken also in 2015. The video shows a flying object and was shot off the screen of an operator aboard the USS Roosevelt. It moves, turns, rotates. Yeah, how much movement it isn't making is actually the scary part. So stationary. No means of propulsion, no exhaust. This thing's weird, dude. The official Navy video was taken in 2015 and filmed aboard a Navy fighter jet from the nuclear aircraft carrier, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, off the eastern coast near Florida. And this thing looks like a floating spinning top, just sitting there. I'm just gonna say it, that's what I think it looks like. You know what I mean? Number 7. Swarm Splash. We now have 2 videos taken from military personnel from apparently the same incident. Isn't that interesting? Makes it realer and realer, doesn't it? The radar footage released by Jeremy Corbell shows multiple objects popping up and around the Navy's USS Omaha from an incident in July 2019. The ship was about 125 miles off the coast of San Diego when the footage was recorded. Radar shows the USS Omaha absolutely being swarmed by 14 UFOs. In the same incident, that a spherical aircraft was filmed disappearing into the Pacific Ocean. Okay, this is getting scary now. Same ship, 2 vids, same time. The radar shows the blips hovering around the ship, not really doing anything. Also, imagine 14 unidentified aircrafts above a US warship. It would be game over, like boom 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 dude out of the sky. But instead, we're just left with the videos, scratching our heads, in awe. Then the thing splashes into the water, showing trans-medium travel. You can hear the operator say mark bearing and range, so they were clocking these things. This has unlocked a new fear of mine. Yeah, water. Jaws has nothing on me now. Number 6. Pyramids. The video and photos of this next encounter were originally shared at the Office of Naval Intelligence briefing on May 1st, 2020, and later leaked to Jeremy Corbell, filmmaker and ufologist. For those of you who don't know Jeremy, he's like our guy. He's pushing the boundaries, he's putting pressure on officials, he's a filmmaker and an avid UFOer like me. and he's got his hands in some pretty deep pockets. I'm just as puzzled with this video as you are. Green pyramids? Pulsing? The leaked video of flashing triangle-shaped objects that flew over a US warship is the real deal, the Pentagon said, after UFO investigators released the video and other puzzling photos online. Shot through night vision from the ship itself, the Pentagon confirmed in a statement that the leaked photos and videos were captured by official US Navy, though it's declined to label them as UAPs. Quote, I can confirm that the referenced photos and videos were taken by Navy personnel, Pentagon spokesperson Susan Gao said in a statement. Okay, so they're real, but what are they? Is this what the Egyptians based theirs off of? I don't know, what do you think? Number 5. Congress. May 17th of this year was the first United States official Congress hearing in the last 50 years. Monumental. From Blue Book to UAPs. They tried to make this hearing look as dated and as boring as they could, but there were 2 videos shown at the hearing. One, a USO, unidentified submerged object, shown only to officials at a closed room conference after the hearing. And this one, the 2.3 seconds of something shiny just whizzing by a ship. Apparently they said it was a deflated balloon. I'm surprised it's not swamp gas way up there. See, this is the government we know and love. Leaking and sharing. One terrible video out of 140 cases between 2004 and 2021, and this is it? This is barely anything. Lawmakers were shown declassified images and footage of UFOs. I'd love to see their faces before and after the briefing. You know, they just walk in, walk out. Number 4. Mexico. On March 5th, 2004, a Mexican Air Force flight crew filmed 11 unidentified flying objects in the skies over southern state of Campeche. But the public was not notified of the sightings until Mexico's Defense Department issued a statement on May 12th, days later. Of course, I get it, you gotta come up with an excuse, we get it. A press release was accompanied by a videotape that showed some bright objects resembling orbs of light moving quickly on an evening cloudy sky. The lights were actually extreme heat sources filmed by the crew using infrared technology during a surveillance mission in search of drug smuggling planes. They were reportedly flying at an altitude of about 11,000 feet. The Mexican Air Force has released footage of what a UFO expert said were 2, then 11 objects picked up as they whizzed around the clouds, sometimes disappearing totally. I just saw Jordan Peele's Nope, and the clouds thing is really messing with me. Yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry. Number 3. Chile. Experts still can't explain this next video captured from a Navy helicopter. After 2 years of study, Chilean authorities have declassified and released a 9-minute video of a UFO. On the afternoon of November 14, 2014, a Chilean Navy pilot and a technician were flying a helicopter along the coast when they saw something fishy. They were going north in a twin-engine Airbus Cougar when something appeared in the sky and matched their velocity of 130 knots. The helicopter's technician was testing the thermal imaging properties of the infrared FLIR high-definition camera. After minutes, the pilot and technician observed the object make 2 distinct discharges of some type, liquid or gas, which produced a red-hot signature captured by the infrared imager. The Navy turned the video over to the Committee for the Study of Anomalous Aerial Phenomena known as CEPHA. This is the Chilean government group that investigates UFO sightings. I guess the 6th observable is if you see a UFO fart, because yeah, that's clearly a fart, you know? Number 2, Spain. This next one, yeah, I don't know if it's real or not. I thought the Scorpion King with the rock was real. Yeah, the latest CGI, you know? So who knows? But I can't stop watching it. The video allegedly shows a UFO filmed by a fisherman near Galicia, Spain. The craft hovers over the ocean before splashing into the waters as military jets fly overhead. We see 2 fighter jets whiz by this fishing ship, apparently following this craft. There isn't any official info surrounding this video, I just felt like it's pretty modern and shows some F-18s and the speeds that they fly at, you know? The fishermen film a 42-second video showing what I guess would be the Spanish military chasing a UFO accompanied by an unmarked blacked out chopper before slamming down into the water. If we use Elizondo's 5 observables and apply them to this video, we see low visibility, hypersonic speeds, and transmedium travel. The more I watch, it's gotta be fake, but after listening to all the fighter pilots talk about chasing these things literally into the water, it's got me thinking. I don't know. What do you think? And number 1, the Aguadilla Airport. This is probably my favorite UFO video. The longest, clearest, and most puzzling. The incident took place in 2013 in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Scientists who've analyzed thermal images of a flying object recorded in Puerto Rico are still trying to figure out what could have done this. A team of analysts working with the SCU, which is the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies, a private group of scientists, military analysts, and investigators, produced a report analyzing this incident. It's a comprehensive stew of thermal, visual, and sensor data related to an unusual series of events in and around the Aguadilla, Puerto Rican airport. Yeah, they were experiencing a couple weeks of these things. This thing's just trucking steadily, splits into two, turns directions. Safe to say this video does a great job of showing Lou's 5 observables. What do you think? Are these crafts being piloted, by the way, or are they being remote controlled? Either or, that's absolutely terrifying. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 videos of some pretty bizarre stuff zipping around up there. Let me know in the comments down below what other cases and videos I'm missing, and we'll dive in deeper next time USO style. I'm Kyle McWaters, and I'll see you next time on Bumblebee.